Alright, chat. I'm editing a super long freaking video. Bro, I think I put 3 sections into the video and it's already at 1 hour. And I have after those 3 sections, I'm pretty sure 7 more. Well, not really like 3 sections was an hour. 3 sections was around maybe 17 minutes, but it was added to the first part of the video. So like I think this video is gonna be like an hour 30 maybe. But basically, yeah, I'm editing. I'm on like the last stage of it, bro. My editing process has gotten crazy, like insane. Wait, hold on. Yeah, yeah. My editing process has gotten insane. If I have those moments where I'm like, oh, hold on, and I'm like trying to process something, it's because I'm editing on my phone at the moment, and this is like the uh, should I say easiest? I think it's other than exporting, this is like the easiest part of editing, where I already laid it out like, okay, I'm gonna put this effect and this effect, and basically I could turn my brain off and do what I'm about to do now, yap while I'm editing, right? Um, yeah, my editing process has gotten crazy, right, guys? I started off editing just purely on my phone, back when a light motion, back when I feel like it is no, it is a light motion actually. I was gonna say that maybe it wasn't a light motion, or and maybe it was because like I wasn't making good edits, so it wasn't lagging that much. But nah, like a light motion just is just so bad on my phone at the moment. I don't know if this is the same for other devices, right? Because I've been on the same phone. This isn't the same phone, but same SIM card maybe. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but basically like I started editing on a light motion in summer of summer of I'm not trying to like look away from editing. I'm trying to think like when was that? Summer of 2021. Yeah, that's when it was. And I got my iPhone 12 back then. It was March of 2021 I got my iPhone 12. And I started editing on a light motion in July of that. No, it wasn't July. It was June or May. And since then, obviously, I used to be a TikToker, so I used to make TikTok edits, right? And that was good and all. There wasn't no lag because obviously that's what a light motion is made for. It's not made for YouTube videos. So I'll be complaining about editing on my phone, but at the end of the day, I'm not supposed to be editing these long videos on here anyways, right? But you know, I took my talents from there to YouTube after I had a tragic event happen in my life. Maybe I'll reveal that to you guys when I hit 100K, right? When I thank you guys for 100K. But something tragic happened in 2022, and I started my YouTube channel in October of 2022. I started uploading in October of 2022. I made the channel in March, and I never uploaded a video there. But um, yeah, I took my talents from TikTok to YouTube, and I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I just remembered my first video. Like, I remember trying to export it all because, wow, this isn't even like a. You know what? I'm just gonna call it because I was gonna yap about Hikari. Never mind, because this is like complete clickbait if I put Hikari in here. We're probably like 5 minutes into this video, and I'm just yapping about editing, bro, as I'm editing. So I'm just gonna title this like yapping while editing or something like that, right? But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I remember trying to. It was my first video, right? It's either the Sanji versus Katakuri video, or I'm thinking of the past video that I wanted to drop, which was how strong is Sanji, right? I had a hold on, chat. Anyways, chat, what was I saying? I said what what was I saying, bro? I just be getting interrupted. I think I was saying like, oh yeah. Basically, yeah, it was either the Sanji versus Katakuri video or the past video that I never dropped, which was how strong is Sanji. That video was like 7 minutes long, and I went through all of post time skip, bro. Like, can you imagine? Now, if I did that, that would have been an hour-long video, bro. Right? Because I know how to yap now. Back then, I made Sanji versus Katakuri. I literally went through each stat, and it all amounted to 10 minutes. Ugh. Bro. Anyways, yeah, it all amounted to 10 minutes. If I made that, I think I made a part 2, actually. I made a part 2, and it was 14 minutes. It was in 2023 I made that video. If I made a part 3 right now, it would be 30 minutes long. Because I can yap. I can yap forever. So, you know, putting that into perspective, it was like 7 minutes. It was either the Sanji versus Katakuri video or the early video. Let's just say it was the 10-minute one. I try to export it all at the same time, and oh my gosh, it's one of my biggest pet peeves with the light motion. When it doesn't want to export, first off, I know you guys have seen this before, where you're trying to export something and maybe it will give you an alert before you export, where it's like, oh, it's too much, right? It will say something like, oh, it's too much, you can't download this, or something like that, right? A light motion, it has, I've posted on my community post that, like, the screenshots of my gigabytes, how much like space I have and how much space the video itself would be. By the way, like, why do I feel like I'm going super slow with this at the moment? How am I 5 minutes into this section and I'm only 3 minutes? I'm 5 minutes. Anyways, chat. What am I trying to say? Anyways. Yeah, so I've posted on my community post, like the size of the video and the size and how much storage I have available. Bro, a light motion does two different things that really pisses me off, right? The first thing a light motion will do is it will show me, like, let's say, for example, a good example is when I made that hour-long video, the Big Mom versus Zoro and Sanji video. Which one is this? Yeah, that video. The space of the video was around, I think, 5.7 gigabytes, and I freed up a whole bunch of space, and I got 6 gigabytes, right? And it told me available space 6 gigabytes, and the space of the video 5.7. So logically, I should be able to download it and have some change after that, like 300 millibytes, right? So I would try to export it, you know, wait the 20 minutes, play some Fortnite in the meantime. And then the second thing, oh my gosh, it's just so hilarious. Not even the second thing. I'm not even gonna talk about the second thing just yet. What happens is that it'll fail to export, and that's the second thing, which I'll go into in a second. But what it will do is I will check again because it does fail. So I'm like, okay, what happened? And I try to export it again, and it will show me that my actual available space was way lower than it showed me the first time. Again, I told you, it says I have 6 gigabytes. It said I have 6 gig. Oh my goodness, this thing crashed. Anyways, it told me that I have 6 gigabytes. And I refresh it after it fails to export, and it shows me that I actually have like 3.7. Which is not enough for the 5.7 gigabyte video, right? Obviously. But it showed me 6 before that. So if they actually show me the real thing, I wouldn't have wasted 20 minutes of my life thinking it's going to export. And the second thing that pisses me off is that it won't even fail, right? It'll give you the video, but it's so weird. I don't know how this works, but it will give you the video, right? It might get, like, for example, me, I'll explain this in a second, but I edit my videos in sections. That's why earlier I said, like, oh, I'm 5 minutes into this section. I edit my videos in sections. So it's I edit in 5-minute sections, right? So like if it's a 20-minute video, I have 4 sections of 5 minutes, right? Bro. Oh, actually, why did I say? Yeah, no, forget the sections thing, because those, like, under normal circumstances, those won't fail because each section is like max 500 millibytes, right? Obviously, I'm gonna have 500 millibytes to export it, right? Sometimes, right? But I'm talking when I get the full thing at the end. Like, for example, again, the Big Mom video. I would export it, and staying with the exact same example, I thought I had 6 gigabytes. I don't have that, so it continues exporting even though I don't have enough, right? And then, okay, I finished that one. I have 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait, no, I have 8, 9, 10. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, yeah. Okay, we're close to finish, chat. But anyways, yeah, you would do that, and then you would see the video that it like spits out to you, and it pisses me off every time because it's so weird. It will give you like the first, let's say for example, the Big Mom video, right? This is depending again on your space. If I had 1 GB, it would have been even less of the video that it actually exported. But for that one, right? Again, I have 3.7 gigabytes as opposed to the 5.7 of the thing. It'll give me maybe the first 30 minutes of the video, the first 30 minutes of the hour-long video, and then suddenly it'll just stop. Like bro, it's so annoying, bro, because it's supposed to show you like the full scope of the video, and suddenly it would just stop. It would just freeze. Like for example, if I said a sentence and I'm like, Sanji versus Cat, and it would just freeze right there, and then it just froze. And then when you try to download it to your phone, it'll like it's I can't even explain it because it's such a weird phenomenon. I've never seen it before. And to compare it to other things, right? Obviously, I've tried to find alternatives because, again, that's one of my biggest pet peeves, seeing that BS on my phone after I tried to export it for like 20 minutes. I've trying to find like alternatives, like going to CapCut. CapCut is like I wouldn't say it's not as unacceptable as a light motion because that one pisses me off. It will literally take 20 minutes to spit out some BS. CapCut, it will take maybe 2 minutes, and then it will tell you, oh, we failed, right? Maybe you're supposed to tell me that beforehand, but you know what? Hey, it was only 2 minutes. I'm wasting 20 minutes of my life to get some BS back from a live motion, bro. It's just such BS, bro. But yeah, it's crazy that I remember why I went on this tangent. The reason I went on this tangent is because, you know, I evolved from doing it solely on my phone to incorporating my iPad that I got back in 2023, right? It's kind of weird because I didn't buy it solely for this purpose. I got it for school, right? But then I noticed like, oh yeah, I can download a live motion on it. And so the first thing I used to do with it was just transfer like my videos. There wasn't cloud back then. 2023, we didn't have cloud, so I would have to transfer it through like a QR code. And wait, hold on. Why is there? Oh, okay. Yeah, I would have to transfer it through a QR code, and I would be editing one section and the other section is exporting at the exact same time. Wait, I just noticed. What am I doing right now? I should be exporting. Wait, let me. Yo, I could yap to you guys with. Oh, crap. Why didn't I just export this? Because again, like, I'm about to get to this part of the story. Well, okay, I can yap for right now. Yeah, I can continue yapping about the story. Yeah, I used to transfer it, and I would edit one section, and the other one is exporting on my iPad, and then I would upload everything from my iPad, right? And yeah, that was like the plan from back then. And then eventually, like, it's really weird because I'm trying to remember when the switch really happened. Because again, I was 2023, like 2022 to 2023 summer, I was editing solely on my phone. Started incorporating the iPad for exporting. But then I think around maybe October of 2023, that's when I started editing on my iPad specifically because I think maybe I got better at editing, so I wanted to do some more like adventurous, maybe like more innovative edits, right? And so, all right, that should be exporting. And so I started doing it on my phone, on my iPad, and then transferring it to my phone to export, which is like still what I do to this day because my iPad is way newer than my phone, right? By then, my phone was 2 years old, so maybe that's the reason. Again, I really don't know. We're going to get to that part, but, you know, I started doing that, and then I got banned on YouTube. I hope the wind is not too loud on this mic, bro. It's just really vibey. Vibey. That's a word me and my sister use for like, yeah, I can't explain it, bro. If you know, you know. Anyways, yeah, I got banned on YouTube. I always say I got banned because basically I got banned. I was about to get like terminated off the app because of Shueisha. Like they literally copyright striked 50 of my videos, so I was basically done. Right? So while I was banned for like I feel like I was banned for like almost a month. Was I? I was banned for about, it was like 3 weeks. It was like 3 weeks because I remember the first week was just like panic. Like I was spam like sending appeals and stuff like that, and like some of them weren't working. Most of them just got rejected automatically because YouTube's some, you know. But and then 2 weeks after that is when I got back because you need like 10 business days to get your video back. And during that time, right, obviously I wasn't sitting on my butt, right? I was improving my edits. And finally I got to the point where I was like, okay, yeah, I genuinely cannot edit on my phone anymore. Like, these edits are way too advanced, in quotations, obviously. I look at my edits from back then, I'm like, bro, what was I talking about? Like, my edits now, I wouldn't say they were advanced because I care about efficiency, right? I don't care about how it looks. To be honest, like, I really don't. I'm not about to sit here and like do all these fancy edits like Misery, bro. Misery, he's the GOAT, bro. I can't do it like him. I make super long videos, consistent videos, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to do all that, yeah. I just stayed on the iPad, and that was the same. It was the same thing for basically the rest of 2023 and all of 2024. 2020. Huh. I'm trying to remember. Wait, this is very odd. I'm actually remembering something, right? Because, okay, what I based it off of was because I remember making my comeback video. I remember making that on my iPad specifically, right? Now I don't remember the exact process, the entire thing, right? Because, that was like 2 years ago, right? But I'm also remembering at the beginning of 2024. Bro, that's so odd. Why was I doing that? I'm also remembering at the beginning of 2024, I was making like chapter reviews on my phone and like exporting 7-minute sections. Like, it was so weird. Why was I doing that? Like, why wasn't I just using my iPad? I think the reason why was because it took way too. It was taking way too long. Basically, my rate back then, it's ridiculous to think about now, but my rate back then was, oh my gosh, wait. Did I say that I was doing 5-minute sections back then? I don't think I did. But back then I was doing 2-minute sections because I've never made like my videos. My longest video back then was 16 minutes, right? So like, you know what I'm saying, long videos weren't my thing back then. So 2-minute sections were the meta. And to put this into perspective, bro, I finally did like my first 5-minute section. It was for that Gojo video. I remember it was a Gojo video that was like 20 plus minutes. And bro, it was an hour for each section. An hour to edit on the iPad itself, each section. And then I would have to transfer to my phone and put effects and export and all that stuff. So that's like, I don't even know. Nowadays, a 5-minute section is around 30 minutes. It's 20 minutes on my iPad, then 10 more minutes on my phone, and then obviously exporting is its own thing, right? But yeah, editing was really slow back then. Bro, I don't think it feels like I'm taking so long editing this, but like, what is me talking doing to this, right? Like, there's no way I'm going slower because I'm talking, right? There's no way. I don't care. I feel like yapping, bro. Hey, anyone who's still here, you a real one, bro. Anyways, Yeah, so where are we right now? I remember we're at what are we at right now? Oh, I just remembered what it was now. Oh my gosh, Chad. Chad. Okay. Now I'm remembering why I was thinking about how my phone was still being used. Like, I remember using my phone so much that it was overheating and stuff like that, and I was confused. I was like, why was I doing that? Why didn't I just edit on my phone? I mean, on my iPad. The reason it was because what I was doing was, first of all, I never got into getting panels before I started editing, right? Back in 2023, I would literally just wake up at 5 a.m. and like get straight to editing, and again, like my I could edit on my phone. I can't do this now. I don't know why. Maybe this isn't a light motion thing, but back in 2023, I would have like a 10-minute video, right? 2-minute sections and stuff like that. I would hold up. Oh, what the hell? Oh, this is pull left. Hold on, chat. Pull up right. Anyways, yeah. I can't believe I messed that up. Like, bro, what it was that back in 2023, I would wake up at 5 a.m. and then I would literally just sit down at my, oh, frick, I just effed it up. No. Okay, that should be good enough. Anyways, I would sit down at my desk and I would just get to editing, right? I would get all the panels as I'm talking. Like, I let's say, for example, I said Sanji kicks queen, right? And I hear that in the edit, right? I would press play, I hear Sanji kicks queen, and then I would go off the app and go to the website and download the manga panel and then put it on the thing. That's what I used to be able to do. I can't do that anymore. Like, I genuinely cannot do that anymore, no matter what I do. It could be the start of an edit. So it doesn't have to do with anything with like complexity. Again, maybe a light motion is just crap compared to back then. But now if I try to do that, the app will just crash. It's so weird, right? But now remembering that what I was doing is I would start doing it on my iPad because it was different from my phone. So I would start, listening to the edit and hearing Sanji kicks queen, and then I would do it on my iPad, the entire thing, right? I would put it in the place where I'm supposed to put it. The thing is, though, on the iPad, still to this day, it's so dumb. On iPad, what the hell? Hold on, chat. Did I mess this up? What's this? Hold on. This is okay. I was about to say. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, till this day, it's such a stupid thing. The iPad doesn't have presets. Presets are like basically when you have like an effect, like let's say for example, I know you guys have seen this. When I say a specific part of a panel, right? Like let's say for example, what's a good example, bro? Let's just, oh crap, I pressed the wrong one. I was about to say it out loud and I pressed it. Let's say for example, Yuji punches someone, right, in a panel, in one side. Oh frick, bro, I got to delete this. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, what was I saying? Let's say Yuji punches someone in a part of a panel. I would get that panel and I would crop it, and then on my video I would like make it slide up, right? It would come from the bottom of the screen and go up, right? And that's a preset. I can make that a preset where I would literally just save it so that I can do that with everything else, right? I could get another cropped manga panel and do the exact same effect. That's still not on iPad 2 years later, bro. I think it got introduced on phone early 2024, maybe. It's still not on iPad, bro. So back then, all I would do is just put the manga panels on there, then transfer it to my phone, and then put put the presets and stuff like that, right? And yeah, that's when it got really weird. I just like again, I can't remember the exact, you know, sequence of events. But I remember by the end of 2024, I made my first like very long video. It's a 28-minute long video of like Naruto. It was like Sukuna versus Minato. And like that was crazy, right? It was a crazy video for me. And yeah, to be honest, there's nothing really more on that side of things, right? Like yeah, it was crazy, right? And then okay, we're now at like the last full section at the moment. And then we get to March of 2025, and I'm basically over it, bro. It's actually so annoying how I have to make videos, right? Again, I'm doing the exact same thing. Oh yeah, I have to. Oh, okay. Now I remember what I missed from 2024. There was one more thing. Again, I said that I used to get the panels as I heard it, and then I started just getting the panels before I start editing, which is definitely like something I should have done many like long time ago, and it's definitely like one of the best things I got into. I mean, it's annoying. I will say that it is annoying by itself. It's annoying if it's not JJK. JJK, oh yeah, I know where every single panel is. I'm pretty sure it's because of that I know all the panels, right? I know where all like the chapters are and stuff like that. And I got into that, and then like again, yeah, it's still so annoying, like editing on my phone. So March of 2025, I finally get a new phone, iPhone 16, which I have right now. And I thought it was going to be the change. I thought it was going to be like, finally, like, oh my gosh, I'm finally going to be able to edit on my phone again, like at full power, like prime 2023 gambler, bro. Right? I used to refer to myself, my prime, I used to say that my prime was 2023 summer, because that's when like I made the most money and like I got the most views and the most subs, right? But yeah, the phone change did absolutely nothing, like absolutely nothing, bro. Like I think it's just a light motion being a light motion, to be honest. Like I don't know what to say at this point. Like it's just yeah, I can't say anything more, bro. Like the app is just butt, you know. But I'm how many years into this app, bro? 4 years into this app, 4 years plus, 5 years in summer, in 2026 summer, bro. Like, bro, come on. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to let this go. I can't. I mean, like, I probably would edit better on Premiere Pro, but I'm not about to do all that. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I just kept going with the exact same thing. I mean, I can get into like why videos are just way easier to make now compared to back then. First off, I mean, if you guys have been watching me for a long time, you've seen like how my editing style has, in quotations, changed. Like, again, I think for the most part my editing has been efficient since the beginning, right? But now it's like it's better. It looks cleaner. But again, it's still the same, like what's that word? It's the same like vibe. Yeah, the same vibe where it's like, okay, if I'm talking about this, I'm going to put on the screen. You know what I'm saying? The manga panels are sliding on the screen and showing up when I'm talking about it and stuff like that. It's the exact same vibe, but now it looks cleaner compared to like one of my first videos, right? And you know, even now, I've deleted, like, bro, it's crazy because there's so many things that I should be adding to my videos. Like, for example, I don't know who has noticed, but I used to put a sound effect, right? The manga panel thing I was talking about, like how it would slide up into my screen. I used to put a sound effect every time I used to do that. Bro, am I bugging right now? Why is this like, how long have it, bro? Okay, I'm just not gonna question it, bro, because again, like I'm not stopping too much, right? But it feels like I'm taking so long to edit. Anyways, I used to put a sound effect every time like the manga panels used to slide on my screen. I stopped using that, and you know why? Because it's a waste of like 3 seconds of my life, bro. Every time. right? And I just stopped doing it. No one has mentioned it, so it's like, okay, so what's the point of doing that in the first place? You know what I mean, right? And like, there's still, I still do like the sound effect every time the gambler avatar like pulls up, right? I still put that sound effect, but eventually, I mean, honestly, I've recently I have been deleting that, not deleting, but like not putting the sound effect because I just don't care and I'm trying to get a video out, right? But essentially, like, my videos are just very efficient in that it will show what I'm talking about, right? I will make sure it will show what I'm talking about. I'll make sure that the edits are clean enough. But at the end of the day, like, it's gonna be fast. Like, I'm gonna do it as fast as possible and stuff like that, you know. Um, but yeah, and so I continue on with that. I mean, I guess, yeah, I was gonna talk about how videos are just way faster to make now. Bro, my entire, like, okay, I was talking about my editing process. Bro, my entire video making process was even worse. Bro, I used to have to script every single video down to a T. Now, a 10-minute video, I'm pretty sure it's 2,000 words. Bro. Like, bro, look at how much videos I made before. The first video I ever made that I did not script was the JJK Season 3 breakdown video. Season 3 trailer breakdown video, if y'all remember that one. That was the first time ever on this channel that I didn't script a video. I was just watching the trailer. It was either that or one of the chapter reviews. I just remembered. Right? It was the first time ever. And I realized, I was like, wait. For 2 years, I've been wasting my time scripting every single bro, I'm telling you, I used to script everything down to like, sometimes I would laugh because it was on the script. Like like obviously it's not because like I'm faking it or something. Maybe I was laughing at it while I was scripting it, right? So I was like, okay, I want them to understand that like this is supposed to be funny, so I would put it on the script to like laugh. But bro, like oh my goodness, bro. It used to be crazy, and so I got into just not scripting. Obviously, maybe you shouldn't do this if you want to get into YouTube, right? People like my personality, right? I've streamed a lot. I know what I'm talking about as well, right? I can yap off the top of my head because I know a lot, right? And also, like, I've been a YouTuber for 2 years. I have experience. I know how to yap and all this stuff. So maybe I was able to do that, you know, but but yeah, I literally deleted the scripting part of everything because that was by far the most annoying part of video making. It like by far, because sometimes I would have a video idea where like it would be kind of cool to talk about, but when I start scripting, I'm like, bro, I don't care anymore. I remember when Yuta started fighting Sukuna, I wanted to make like an analysis video on it. I kid you not, I went to the library to start scripting it, and I fell asleep. Nowadays, I would just yap off the top of my head, make it a video. Maybe even 20 minutes of me yapping. You know what I mean, bro? Like, it's way easier now, but back then, yeah, I would fall asleep. Like, there's some videos that I've never dropped because I was so scared of scripting, or maybe I started scripting and I was just too bored of the video idea after. Like, there's some videos that drop way too late because of scripting. Like, I remember when the Sukuna cycle was at its peak during JJK's airing, and I made a video about it. Bro, I had to script it for 2 days because I was getting bored of the video. I'm happy that I still dropped it because it did pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I think it has like 50K views right now. Like, you know, I'm so happy I didn't like just completely scrap the idea. But like, I'm just remembering why I remember like the Yuta one. It's because I bought a thumbnail for it. Bro, I'm spending money on these videos and I'm not even making them because of scripting. Like, it was so annoying, man. And the fact that like I got to a level where I can just delete that, oh my gosh, you don't understand, chat. You guys don't understand. That was just, it was euphoric, bro. Because ever since then, videos have been way more fun to make. It's been so fun, bro. It's been actually so fun. Like, I won't sit here and act like every video wasn't fun to make back when I used to script. Bro, one of my favorite videos, almost all of my favorite videos from this year is from scripts, right? The Gojo versus Anti-Sukuna Squad. Oh my gosh, I love that video, right? The Zoro slander video, I love that one. What was it? There was a plot holes one. The JJK lack of plot holes video. I love that video, and it was so well scripted because I remember like what I used to have to do, because again, scripting is literally the bane of my existence. Sometimes I would have to wake up at 5 a.m. and force myself to script. And back during summer, it was 5 a.m. and it was super sunny outside, so I would literally just go on a walk, right? Just walk for like 2 hours to script. And yes, it would take 2 hours to script. Yes. That's depending on if I like the video as well, right? So I would just go on a walk for 2 hours, literally just scripting the entire time. And some of the videos were gems. I love that JJK plot hole one. I love that video, bro. And I love that it's getting so much traction. I barely got money from it because YouTube kind of effed me up on that video specifically. But, you know what I mean? Oh, crap. I thought I accidentally like transferred something else. Anyways, yeah. But, you know, yeah, I was able to just delete it. Right? And one of my favorite videos ever since I deleted scripting was that Yuji Prodigy video. Oh my gosh, chat. You guys need to understand how much I love that video. So, I was in the library as I saw like this stupid TikTok of someone saying that Yuji can use World Cunning Slash because he's like a prodigy or something like that. And I was like, bro, no, he cannot. Right? And I asked him for reasoning, and he just didn't have reasoning. And I was like, okay, let me ask my subscribers, and I put it on a post. I'm sorry, chat. There's zero scenery here. You're just hearing me yap. I don't know how long this yap is so far because I'm still editing. You know, whatever. Anyways, yeah, I posted on my community post to see if you guys agreed, and people were disagreeing. I was like, oh, really? And so again, like I went to go do my own research because I was like, okay, maybe there's a reason why people disagree. But then I realized, like, no, Yuji is not a freaking prodigy. Like, we literally get a proof of the opposite. Genuinely, like, we get proof of the opposite, bro. And so I was like, no. But, you know, it was early into the day, right? So I was still at the library, and I was there for like, I would have to stay at school for hours until I got home to make a video about it, right? Because I knew I didn't know till like I made a second thing being like, Yuji is not a prodigy, right? And then so like everybody was getting on me, right? I was getting fried by everyone, right? And I was like, oh my gosh, like, what is going on right now? Everybody's just frying me right now. Like, what? I'm not even wrong. So I started arguing with people in the comments. And like no one was saying anything logical. It was just a whole bunch of like, not agenda. Again, I use that word loosely. Wait, what? I use that word loosely. Bro, I said that in this video that I'm editing right now, and I'm realizing, like, did I say that wrong? Using that word loosely? Is that how you're supposed to say it? Yeah, I have no idea. Anyways, basically I'm trying to say, like, I don't want to use that word for everything. What I mean is that, like, people were blindly defending Yuji. You know what I mean? Like, right now I'm getting cooked on Twitter, I'm pretty sure. I don't know because I don't have notifications for people I don't follow. So if I get cooked on Twitter, I'm not going to see it, and I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't care. But I think I'm getting cooked on Twitter right now because I said the Yuta point thing. And I am like, bro, I don't lie. It's not slander what I said. Yuta did not have enough points. He didn't. I said that on Twitter, and you guys should see the amount of like just these brainless people replying to me with like the same exact things that make like just have nothing to do with what I said, but like they're blindly defending Yuta, you know what I'm saying? So that's basically what I was seeing in the comments, right? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to make a video out of this. And there was this like specific guy who like he made this long comment that like insulted me, and I was like, wow, I'm gonna make a video out of you, because I was like, bro, there's no way I'm at the library and I'm getting fried by all my subscribers and I'm not about to make money off of you. Like, what? Hello? Who do you think you are, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, F it. And so I remember that day, chat, that day was so great. When was that? I don't think that was October, because I remember the sun was out, bro. Not the sun was out. Not the sun was out. The weather was nice. That's what I meant. The weather was nice. I was walking home from school, bro. I remember like, and I'm pretty sure my mom said she wasn't gonna cook today, so I was like, okay, you know what, F it. Like on my way home to make that video, I ordered like, bro, guys, you guys gotta understand, it was such a good day, bro. On my way home to make the video, on my way home, I ordered Chick-fil-A. And I got the Chick-fil-A by the time I got home, because I was so far, right? I got the Chick-fil-A by the time I got home. And I ate my Chick-fil-A in my room, bro. Threw it away and sat down, bro. And I recorded. It was a 31-minute video. But in between it, I went to go get a haircut, bro. I came out sexy as hell, bro. Oh my chat. Oh, hold up. Let me put this in the middle. In the middle of it, I went to like the barber. I got my hair cut, bro. I was sexy as hell, bro. I came out, you know what I'm saying? I came back, and, you know, my sister was sleeping in my room, you know. She sometimes does that. You know, it's just like, hold on, she sometimes does that, where she would just come into my room randomly and then just fall asleep on my bed, right? And, you know, I came home, she was still sleeping, I was like, okay, whatever, and I started recording. You know what I'm saying? Recording while she was sleeping, bro. And I ended it off. Like, literally, guys, you guys need to understand. It was a 31-minute video, and it was completely off the top of my head. The entire thing. The structure, everything. And this is what I was talking about earlier. I told you guys that I can afford to do it because I have, like, 2 years of experience as a YouTuber. Right? I wasn't capping, right? Like, the only reason why I was able to do that was because I know about structures of YouTube videos and all that stuff, so I could afford to not script anything. I didn't, bro. I remember how good the video was, bro. It was structured so beautifully, bro. I talked about Yuji at the beginning, then I talked about the other prodigies, bro, like Higuruma, Gojo, Yuta, bro, and I came back to Yuji, and then at the end, I showed the comment that made me make the video, bro. It was such a great video, bro. Such a great video. Then the next day I edited it and uploaded it before I got home, and that video did so good, bro. It was, bro, guys, it's a euphoric feeling, bro. Honestly, it is. And it's actually blowing up more now. It's blowing up again now. I think it's at like 80K views or something. You know, like back then it was actually like, I had a big pet peeve, bro. Like a huge pet peeve. Basically, my videos would like, they would in quotations blow up, right? And they would hit maybe 40K views in like a week, and then they would just stop. And that shit pissed me off. It was before December, bro. That shit pissed me off every time. I was like, bro, what is this? Why is it doing that to me, you know? And wait, what the hell? What's this video doing? Well, whatever. Anyways. Yeah, now we're at the last part. Now I'm not editing anymore, so it's just exporting. Exporting is probably gonna take maybe 30 minutes and like uploading to YouTube, so we're gonna drop this by 5. Okay, you know what? I was saying that like I was editing slow. No, I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Now we're at the final part. Oh crap. chat, I almost forgot. I gotta like transfer this other thing. But um yeah, that video, like, it hit 40K and then it just stopped. It just plateaued. It was annoying, but you know, it was still a really good video. I loved it, bro. What a great video. What a great video, bro. This one's gonna take so long, and that's tough. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I have no idea what to say, bro. It's gonna take so long to transfer over here. It's gonna take so long to like download as well. Hey, F it. I'm gonna record another Yap video in the meantime of this export, and that's literally all I can do, right? But wow, isn't this a great tangent? Like a huge tangent, bro. It is. If you guys are here, you guys are here. I don't really care. I'm just gonna yap because again, I have nothing better to do. All my stuff is exporting at the moment. But yeah, I deleted scripting from my process, and like all it is now is just I sit down and I start yapping, right? Sometimes I aim for like 20 minutes plus because it's just very easy to yap for 20 minutes for something on something, and I yap for 20 minutes plus, and then I would, you know, transfer the audios to my phone, get panels, transfer it all to my iPad, pull the panels in place on my iPad, and I would name the panels with what I want to say. No, I would name the panels with what effect I want to put on it, and there will be the name of the preset that I have on my phone, so that when I transfer the sections to my phone, on my phone I would you know what I just realized? Like, I kind of sold doing this on my... Yeah, I kind of sold. Because now this is going to take so long. Even though I could have just... What could I have done? I think I know what I'm going to do, chat. Hold on. Let me cook, chat. Let me cook. Oh, crap. It's 3 other sections that I have to export. 3 sections plus the cloud plus that. Wouldn't that all take the exact same amount of time? I don't know, chat. I'm trying to calculate how long this would take. Because if I transfer 3 sections and I download them on this iPad, and I transfer the old... No. This is gonna take a long time, but 3 sections? I'm conflicted, chat. What should I do here? I can't even reverse this because I'm gonna have to restart this if I want to race against it. Damn, chat. This was like, I wanted to do this efficiently. This is not efficient at all, bro, because I'm trying to... Basically, what's happening now is I'm trying to transfer a 50-minute video to the other iPad, which I didn't even get to that part of the story, by the way. I'm trying to transfer it to the other iPad so that I can export it, and obviously transferring a 50-minute video is going to take so freaking long, right? Oh my gosh, chat. Well, we already too late, so F it. Man, I'm really yapping about nothing right now, bro. I'm not even getting paid, too. But anyways, why do I have these headphones on as if I'm listening to something, bro? Like, bro. Anyways, yeah, so what was I talking about before? Deleting, like, the intro thing? I mean, deleting the scripting? Yeah, whatever. And so, yeah, we stay with the iPad thing until until last week. Until last week, I just realized, like, bro, I cannot keep trying to export on my phone because my phone just keeps doing this bullshit that I was talking about at the beginning of this video, where it would tell me 6 gigabytes and it will go down to like 4, right? And so I realized, I was like, wait, hold on. First off, last month was my biggest month by far. I 3x'd the most amount of money I made ever. So, like, you know, I made a lot of money last month. But I was like, oh, maybe now I can, like, buy a new phone just for editing, right? and then I realized, I was like, wait, hold on. My sister has an iPad too. So I check her iPad and I download Light Motion on it and I check it, bro. She has 170 gigabytes available, bro. That is literally, that's like, I calculated before, I think it was like 35 hour-long videos. So I can use hers for a long time. That's basically what I'm using right now, okay? That's the only reason why I'm going to be able to make this video. But, yeah, now it's a 3-layer thing where, you know, first off, I get the panels on my phone. Then I transfer all the panels to my iPad. Then I put all the panels in place on my iPad. Then I transfer it back to my phone to put effects. Then I transfer it to my sister's iPad to export everything and upload it, basically. So it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Now, yeah, this video should be uploaded by like 5 or 5:30, maybe even 6. And I think that's a good enough time because it's a freaking hour 30-minute video, bro. It's gonna be a ridiculous long video, bro. It's just crazy, bro. Crazy. But yeah, chat, I'm going to record the original yap that I wanted to make. Right, this yap is probably gonna be even longer than what I was probably even longer than what I wanted to talk about initially, which was Hikari. So let me go record that next one.